Hi, this is Zaza again, and today I would like to talk a little about healing yourself and healing your dog. And I have mentioned this in a fair few things. I've written about this in a fair few things, and the reason I'm bringing it up time and time again is because it's so important, because it really is something that I feel should be shared with as many people as possible. So what I mean by healing your dog, healing yourself, healing your dog, is that there are certain people in life who get on better with animals. And I'm sure that if I'm speaking out and you're listening to this video, you could well be one of those people. I myself prefer the company of animals. Obviously there are lots of wonderful people out there who I dearly love, and I do love people too, but I love the honesty and the refreshing directness of an animal. They do not lie. They tell it as it is, if you know how to listen and understand them. The thing that happens most frequently with dogs, and yes, you could probably say this a lot of the time with other animals, but I work predominantly with dogs, is that when a dog is out of balance and then the person goes, oh, my dog is doing this and my dog is doing that, and then they rush off to go and get a dog trainer, and then the dog trainer goes about ushering the dog around and getting them to do this and that and the other. Well, the reason that I think this is important is that when a dog is out of balance, it's generally because the person is out of balance, and the dog is helping the person to awaken if the person is ready for it. If the person isn't ready for it, then what happens is that maybe the cycle may be broken with the help of a dog trainer, but it's only buried beneath layers, and it will need to resurface at some point until the lesson has been learnt, or whatever the soul needs to understand from it is understood or acknowledged. So if your dog is causing you some unrest, or is acting up, or doing anything that you might consider to be a little bit concerning, or something that you feel should be looked at, then I ask that you take a deep look within yourself, because it could be that that pattern needs to first of all be unlocked within yourself. And this is the work that I like to do, is to help people and their dogs to wake up, to awaken. And I don't mean wake up in a rude way, like as in when people go, oh, why don't you wake up and smell the coffee? I don't mean it like that at all. I'm talking about a greater purpose. I'm talking about ascending. I'm talking about rising up. I'm talking about unity consciousness. I'm talking about things that a lot of people go, oh gosh, that just sounds crazy. Well, you think what you like, if it resonates, it resonates. If not, then, go do something else, because there's lots of options for lots of different people in this world, and we're not all the same. So if you feel that you have got a dog that has got some issues, and that maybe you also have issues, then I ask that you be willing to contact me and see if we can work together to help you to find out what those things are, because they will be stored at cellular level, and between you and your dog to awaken, so that you have a much more restful and much more enjoyable relationship with one another. One that's based on trust and love, and I'm sure that there's love already there, but one that can then go beyond different timelines and already be in a position where you have done a lot of the cleansing in this timeline. So, dogs don't just live with us once. Sometimes they may return, maybe not looking like the same sort of dog, but you might recognise, oh, I recognise Willow in this dog, or, whichever dog you may have. And sometimes, you may have a dog and it might have some sort of issue and you may lose your dog, and then your next dog may have the same issue and you think, why is it I keep losing dogs to this same disease or something? This again is something that you need to look at and you need to heal. You need to bring healing to it now and get that acknowledged so that it is cleared in this lifetime, so you no longer have to keep repeating those patterns. The other day, not last night, the night before, I had a dream. I had been working with Archangel Metatron, not in the dream, but in my waking hours. And so when I went to dream time, I was able to contact Archangel Metatron for some help on my path. Basically to re-remember things that I already knew. And during this dream, I was shown that each person held a grid. Everybody has a grid, and the grid is like a rectangular shape which has a pattern. Everyone has a unique pattern on it, and from being up above I can read the patterns. So I know everyone has this grid. I go above the person, I look down at their grid and I see exactly the pattern that they have been given. I say pattern they've been given, but the pattern they have inherited, and then the pattern that they choose to continue to play out in this lifetime. And they have to change it sometimes. Sometimes it may have been that they've already changed it to a point where it's actually working really beautifully. But if it's not been working and it's all over the shop, it needs some work. Now these people with these grids and patterns also have dogs, also will be looking for healing, and I have been told that I am to wait for them to contact me as opposed for me to go out and to be going and getting them. So I say what I do and I put it out there. But if people need healing, and this is the law of spiritual practice, that you cannot put yourself onto someone, people have to contact you. They have to be saying, please help me. So you cannot say, I'm going to help you, because by doing that you're disempowering others. So if you want to do the right thing by others, you have to wait for them to come to you and say, you know what, I need some help. I mean, by all means you can say, I am here to help if you should need it, yes. But you can't say, listen, I'm going to organise you and do this and that and the other and arrange you in a way that suits me, because that is very disempowering. We don't do that. So, consider if you have a dog that needs a little bit of help awakening, and for you also to awaken, that maybe you might want to contact me, and I will do my very best to show you how you can empower yourself by the tools and the things that I have learnt along my path, because I've learnt quite a lot of different methods. So thank you very much for watching this, and be well, and may your dogs be well too. Take care. Peace.